Hey there everybody, and welcome back to another reaction video. This time we are reacting to The Batman, and we have again Elijah and we have Jason with us. Elijah and I have caught everything else that's kind of popped up today, although Elijah's had some pretty choppy video along the way. And we were out of sync last time, I think,
Yeah.
on this one. So it'd be fun to
were.
really watch it together properly and clear and without any alterations. And Jason, you've not seen any of the Batman trailer 2 yet, have you?
Not this second one,
Mhm.
Robert Pattinson. Batmanson.
You saw the the first one they did like almost a year ago.
Yeah, it was
well,
about
one
a
day
year
like
ago,
with
yeah.
the Nirvana
Yeah.
song.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
This one definitely fills out more
Yeah,
more
this feels like a
Victorian
real,
look.
full trailer. I mean, this film comes out, I think it's was it March next year, something like that.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
pretty
really?
soon. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
soon.
it's got
It's
some
early on.
pushback. It's one of those, right? Has it been?
Yeah,
Well, it got
it's
pushed
been
back
like
because of COVID. They had to
Yeah,
stop
it got
doing COVID
shut
and
down for a sec.
everything.
'cause,
Yeah,
Which I'm sure is helping
Robert
some of these
Pattinson
movies.
got COVID.
yeah,
more time to edit and more time to work on post. So I'm sure it's helping some of these movies like this
Yeah.
Ghostbusters. Some of the
as
that
they
have
hemorrhage money,
longer
as they
time.
hemorrhage
Yeah.
money and go over budget.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Plenty of time to do all that
No,
stuff.
longer time.
During all
Longer
that,
time
it gives
to
a
edit
chance
and tweaks
to go back
before
into
like
editing. And,
focus
yeah,
and-
exactly. Yeah, it
for
makes
sure.
the ability to go back and fresh eyes and
Right.
have some time where they didn't have that before. So, I'm curious to see what they're doing. So far, I've got to admit that the first trailer for this didn't fully pull me in. I'm sitting at this level of like I think I'll be close when this comes closer to being released. I'm going to be more excited, but for the moment, there's so much else happening and going on this year, with between TV shows and movies that I'm more excited for other things coming up first. So,
And plus, this is like our
I think
third
this is going to take
Batman.
us by surprise. I think this is going to be a pretty
It's gonna be a sleeper.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like a True Detective thing, like
Right.
7 or something, where you're trying to figure it out, and it may like throw everybody for a loop where like you don't expect the ending, and it might be like just something that you're not expecting. That's what I feel like.
It's just crazy how much we could do with Batman. Like this is our third Batman in 2
It
decades.
is.
Yeah, you can keep going with Batman
when
forever,
we're all like, and we're like, okay, let's see what you got.
Fine. This will be interesting.
Whatever, man. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's
I'm
only
all
so
for
many
it.
times you can do Batman 2 at this point. I mean, I think they're going to do them differently, but let's.
I think you
let's
can do
check out-
Batman more than you can do Superman.
We got a whole
Batman
new
can just keep
Batman.
me
We got a whole new Batman, and we're still using the oldest Batman.
Yes, good point.
Like he's still in these, and we got a brand new. It's like, man, you're not even finished with the first Batman.
That's also fine too. I mean, I'd say bring them all back in.
Batman is the 2 pizzas you grab for your plate. While you're
I really wish that they'd go ahead and bring in Chris Nolan's Batman, because I could dig that too in the future.
A
trip.
Yeah,
throw enough money at anybody and they'll come back
because everything's like supernatural and he's coming from this grounded ass world.
Good point.
Like, he's just gonna be a normal person.
Well, shall we take a little look here and get Jason's reaction to the Batman? Alrighty, here we go.
He's the son in Unbreakable. Yes, that's him. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm thinking. Wait a minute.
No, it's not. It's not.
Who am I thinking of? Okay.
It's Paul Dano. That's him. This guy we were just talking about.
Riddler.
Yeah. Oh, and Jeffrey Wright as Gordon.
Jeffrey Wright's in. He's in everything.
Ah! We knew it.
Fear.
Is it that same song?
Yeah.
When that light hits the sky, it's not just a call.
Joker gang.
It's a warning.
Nice. I like that.
He's taking some point blank shots.
What was that about?
You.
What?
This is about to rhythms to match.
I can take care of myself.
If this continues, it won't be long before you've nothing left.
What? He's in it too?
I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Whoa, take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything
What?
they say, ain't you?
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
It's like that.
Cool.
It's like that scene from Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that hoopty.
Oh,
It's like Aronofsky's Batman.
that's cool. Yeah.
God.
Versus. I got you. Oh, maybe you didn't.
Yeah, kill Cobblepot.
It's a cool shot of him walking upside down.
That's pretty cool. This is the first Batman to admit that he wears eyeliner, or the eye shadow
to show it.
Well, like the
instead
other
of
ones,
instead of having
no,
it, and then as soon as you take your mask off, it disappears.
Yeah, like they for some reason, all the other Batmans were afraid to be like, no, he doesn't wear eyeliner. It's just like that. But this one, it's like, yeah, he does. He has.
Michael
to,
Keaton
look
did it. He would look too much like Beetlejuice because he would have had the same like dark.
Right.
Well, yeah, it's just Beetlejuice under Batman, and that won't work. So we definitely can't put it under his eyes. That's why it's not in Batman Returns.
It's showtime.
It's funny.
Yeah.
He's like,
hiya.
Must the rain. Batman.
What were your thoughts on that trailer there, Jason?
My thoughts are we going through this like trend of Nirvana covers for
it feels like
it's
superhero movies?
There must have been
Black
a
Widow
discount on their music because it's being used in so many trailers.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's common for movies to have like remakes, like dark remakes of older songs for their trailers.
Right.
But then like we got Black Widow in this, and I'm hoping, please God, that this doesn't become more than these two and doesn't become a trend. It's like, yeah.
It seems like this could be a self-contained story, or maybe
I do like I understand the need for Nirvana, this like kind of inner turmoil that Batman deals with. It's on the vibe.
Right.
I get it. I get what you're doing. I understand. I'm stoked. I mean, I was saying earlier, like just more Batmans, please. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I mean, I still feel personally a little empty, but that's, as I said, I'm not in the Batman frame of mind right now.
Well, it's kind of like how DC just always releases something like
good point. Okay.
Well, it's like when they release like a cartoon movie or something.
Right.
It's like, oh, another Batman. Yeah. That's what movies, the live actions are starting to feel that way with even with the shows out there. It's
by the time we get to this Batman, you're going to want to see it because we'll have seen everything else. We've seen Ghostbusters and
but then like, is this going to be tied in at all with the current universe? I don't see any.
I don't know. I mean, this feels like
we have a different.
A Joker kind of vibe of a separate story.
But is it in that universe at least?
I don't think that
if it were to be part of any of the universes, I think the Joker comes the closest to it.
I think this will
considering how grounded it feels compared to.
If it does well, of course they're going to want to make more. If it does well, it's just how it goes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
and if directors, actors don't want to do it, then they don't do it. But I'm sure the studios want to make another one if it makes money.
In 1 year, we're going to get like 3 different people portraying Batman.
Batman, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, I know.
That's for what we.
Not to mention all the voice actors that are doing Batman.
what we know of.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about in the as far as like films, movies.
Right.
Yeah, that's
That
what I
we know
mean.
of.
That we
Like,
know
that's-
of. We
that we
don't
know
know
of.
what
It
else
could-
that the Flashpoint might bring in. We don't know what they might cross over to, you know, quietly and secretly. We just do not know.
I mean, that was like a teaser. They
exactly.
revealed.
Yeah.
If anything, we ended up with more questions.
Yeah.
Than answers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess it's harder to surprise people nowadays, but like, you know, it would be nice to get.
Well, I mean, they just got to keep up with the Marvel, and we have Spider-Verse kind of being teased a little bit.
Correct.
So there's
it's
all
like
right,
so much what is possible in there. Like so many rumors, you don't know what to believe.
Let's do Flashpoint already.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that they're doing the same thing. I mean, they did in the comics, and they're doing it in the Marvel universe to the DC universe now. And DC are finally catching up. I just want the DC universe to be entertaining for me, and it's slowly getting there. And it wasn't at the beginning of this whole, you know, franchise of the reboot element of it, but it slowly is getting there for me, and I'm hoping that it'll get to a level that I'll enjoy the DC universe as much as I do enjoy the Marvel universe currently. And I think that just, you know, that goes to not so choppy filmmaking as they have done in the past, and bringing their characters up to the speed that we want to see the DC universe.
I also like that they're
going universe more than I love the DC universe more than I love the Marvel universe as characters. I love Superman, I love Batman, I love Wonder Woman. I wanted to see them at a level that I personally can get into. But yeah. Anyway.
But like Marvel, I think it's nice that DC is going into some of their other tier characters like Peacemaker and Blue Beetle, and these characters that, like, you know, they have ownership of, but they haven't done anything with. I know there's a lot of characters that are still in the DC universe that Warner Brothers necessarily doesn't have the right to make because of, like, you know, who owns the property or whatever. But it's nice to see them reach out to some of these characters that like aren't your general Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, you know?
So guys, my battery is low on my phone, and it's going to pull us all down in a second. So hang on a second. Let me get something out.
Replace.
I've been a stubborn fan of the DC movie universe ever since Man of Steel. So I've been
Man of Steel.
I'm just wanting it to continue. Like, I'm bummed out. I want Henry Cavill back in this. Like, I'm stout about him, but I don't know. Last I heard, he's not part of the.
I think he's still got a loose contract where they could bring him out, but I think they're.
But will he come back? Like,
they
after
obviously have a new.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I was just saying that, Brent. I've been like a stubborn fan of the DC like movie universe since Man of Steel, and I want it to be good, and as bad as a lot of like Justice League was, I'm so glad that Snyder got to finish.
I agree too.
And now I'm invested, and like I was stoked because I've been there from day one, and I'm just like, finally the Justice League I wished the theater release was, and now that like I'm still rooting for him as much as I'm rooting for Marvel, like, but Marvel's been doing good. Like,
it took me a while to warm up to Henry Cavill as that version of Superman, and I finally warmed up to him, and now they're not giving him a chance to go on, as it sounds like at this point.
Bums me out.
And it is
I
a bit
love
frustrating.
I love I like Man of Steel. I was into it.
I couldn't get into Man of Steel as much, but I did enjoy the progression of that character to the point of the last of the Snyder cut, at least, of the way that was portrayed as well. So it'll be interesting to see what Warner Brothers do and DC do from here on in, because Flashpoint is their reboot. They will keep what and who they want to keep, and they'll bring in and change who they want to change. I think the question really is going to be, what does Flashpoint do to make everybody happy?
Yeah,
and I don't think it's going to be hard to make everybody happy from Flashpoint. I personally am excited for it. I'm not the hugest fan of the Ezra Miller Flash. Although I thought he was quite charming in the Justice League, the Snyder Cut version, at least. But the reality is, I'd rather, I'd also kind of like to see a different version of the Flash as well, or see how quickly they can make it change out. But then again, this version might change my mind. Who knows? I mean, it's going to be an interesting ride in the coming year, year or two, as these this development changes.
All they got to do is just make a really good movie.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, that's all I want is a film that I can be personally entertained with.
Make it about the Flash. Make it a good ass movie, guys. Come on.
Come on, make a good movie. Come on.
Yeah.
Make a good movie. Play the game. Play the game. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't phone it in. Come on.
Yeah.
Play the game.
Well, anyway, that is our review on the Batman trailer number 2, I should say. So everybody, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and we will be back in doing some more reviews in the future, reaction videos, and we have our live podcasts that we go live at 1 p.m. on Sunday afternoons, and hopefully you can come in and join us. So please have a good day, and thank you, everybody.